Well, hi everybody. It's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. We have so many projects going on. We're just crazy busy and we're loving every minute of it. But today I'm going to be talking to you about Texture Tuesdays. This week's stitch is reversible and tons of texture. Doesn't matter what side you're looking at. Both sides are exactly the same. And this is a very beginner friendly stitch. It's a 1-row repeat, but I used this stitch in the hot cocoa shawl that we did a little while back, and I knew it was a stitch that was out there, so I never claimed ownership to it, but I finally found it. It's called the Rice, R-I-C-E, Rice stitch. Very beautiful, lots of texture. This is a beautiful stitch for washcloths, scarves, baby blankets, any kind of blanket, anything, a hat. You can do just about anything with this stitch because, like I said, it is reversible and it's beautiful. So here's what a sample looks like. Now I'm just grabbing some, let me get you out of here, some Ogo yarn that I had left over. I just created into a ball because there was only a little bit left. But I did do a short video on how to create these center pull yarn balls. I don't know if you know how to do them, but I just did a short video on it to show you how to do it because they're nice. It's better than having to roll your ball all over the place. They're easy, and I actually enjoy making them this way. It makes life just so much easier. But anyway, that's another video. So the first things first, I would recommend that you use the hook recommendation for the yarn that they're offering you on there. But for today's tutorial, I'm just using a J hook, which is a 6mm hook. I love these hooks. They're my clover hooks. I get probably 85% of my yarn I get from Hobby Lobby. I got this hook from Hobby Lobby. I love it. I will recommend Hobby Lobby continuously. I apologize. It's my dog's barking in the background. Let me pause you for 1 second. You might still hear him a little bit. His name's Moose, and he has taught our other dog to bark at everything also, so it doesn't matter who's coming home. The craziness just continues, and it's okay. I love having dogs. Okay, first things first. We're going to do a chain. Now, I'm just going to do a small sample, so I'll probably do 13. But do your chain in an odd number. Any odd number will do, whether it's 11 or 91 or 211. Just make sure it's an odd number, okay? So, like I said, for my sample, I'm going to do 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. You know what? I'll do just a couple more. 14, 15, 16, and 17. That way I have a little more to show you. But again, any odd number will do. So once you got your chain going on, and like I said, I'm just using some Ogo yarn that I had left over from a project. I want you to take the third chain from the hook. Now, I want you to understand the one that's on your hook never counts, okay? So you count already crocheted chains. So this would be 1, 2, and there's 3. And in that third one, I want you to put a double crochet. Okay. Now, a lot of times in projects, this first one where you pulled up third chain from the hook, a lot of projects this counts. In this particular pattern, it will not count. So try to remember this is not a stitch, okay? And then after you double crocheted in the third chain from the hook, all you need to do, this is your setup row. This is not the repeat. I just want you to put in 1 double crochet in each chain. And after you get to the end, please recount to make sure you have an odd number. It is very important that you do. And remember that this loop where you started does not count. So please do not count that one when you're counting your stitches. I'm really enjoying this Texture Tuesday weekly tutorial stitch. It is helping teach a lot of new stitches and a lot of choices out there. But if there's a stitch that you're particularly looking for, please come find us on Facebook. We're under WIP, W-I-P, for Work in Progress, and Chain. Last week, we just got like 8, 9, how many ever it was, new members. We're in the 60s already. And we just absolutely love this group. People are just starting to chat on there, talk, ask questions. And Maggie does a monthly drawing. All you have to do is post a project that you did or that you're working on to be entered. So it doesn't have to be one of my projects. It could be any project. And then you're entered for the month. This past month, Maggie decided to pull 2 winners. So she already mailed their things out, so they should be getting them very soon, which is very nice. Okay, so like I said, after you did your row, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, and 15. Remember, this one does not count. So I want you to turn your work first. Now this is going to be your repeat. So first things first, please chain 1. And then that does not count as anything. In your first stitch, I want you to put a half double crochet in your first stitch. Just there. Okay. Now, we're going to be doing rotating front post, back post double crochets. So, not in your first post because you put a half double in there. In your next post, right here, you do a front post double crochet. And this is how it'll be done on every single row. So, front post double crochet. Then your next stitch, you wrap. Then I want you to do a back post double crochet. And then a front post. I'll do a couple more, then I'm going to zoom you out because I know sometimes this very close up can be tough. Front and a back post. And a front post. And let me just take you back out so you're not so tight. Okay. And then it's just completely rotating front and back. 1. And the reason it's odd numbers is because when you end your row, it has to be on a front post double crochet every single time. Notice how nice that is, that yarn ball. So now it's a back post. Now it's a front post. Back post. And front post. Now in your last stitch right here at the top, remember that chain one doesn't count. I know that gets confusing to everybody, but that one don't count. So in the top of that, I want you to put a half double crochet right there, and then turn your work. So now again, chain one, and you put in a half double crochet in the first stitch. Now it's the same, so front, but everything's going to look reversed, and that's what it's supposed to. So in your first post right here, do a front post double crochet. Then the next one will be a back post double crochet, and then a front post, and you just keep going. This stitch, I feel like, has gotten lost in time with so many other stitches that are out there. This is a very timeless stitch. It never seems to age. It's beautiful. And the texture is out of this world. Like, I have a granddaughter that's autistic, and she loves to just touch everything. This is a stitch she would enjoy. A lot of tactile. And you get to the end, make sure you take your time to find that proper last stitch. It would be easy to let it get lost. Make sure you're only going around that particular post. Double crochet, and in your very last stitch, right at the top, you do a half double. Now, when you do posts, sometimes you need to just put your hook down and pull. That way your stitches come to the top. See? Okay. And then you just turn your work, chain one, and the first stitch you do a half double crochet. And then you can again start out at a front post, then a back post. So that's this whole entire pattern. Now I've been getting some people questioning me on when I'm showing these stitches on how to end it, so you can do your border or you're finished your project, whatever it is. This particular pattern, all you have to do when you're done a row is put a beautiful, just a single crochet row on top, and one in each stitch, and that's it for this particular pattern. So I'm going to try to start remembering to explain to you how to finish off a particular stitch when you're doing it. I am learning as we're going, so that's okay. But when someone asks me to try to do something, I'll absolutely put all the effort into it to do it. So the back post, and do front Now for the last row, it doesn't have to be a single crochet. You could do a half double, you can do a double crochet. Shoot, you could even do trebles if you wanted to. It's totally up to you. I personally think a single crochet, maybe even a half double would look nice. Half double because the half double's about the same size as the stitches you've been doing. Now here's your last one again. Make sure you pull it apart. Don't let that last one get lost, because if you mess that last stitch up, it can make your project crooked. And the last stitch and a half double. So turn your work, chain one, and in each stitch all you have to do is put a single crochet in every single stitch. And that is exactly how I would suggest to finish this off. And that's what the project would look like if you finished it with a single crochet all the way across. But there she is. Very pretty stitch, and again, like I said, quite reversible. And I want to thank you for joining us in this series. We're going to try to continue bringing this to you through the rest of the year. I think I got started a little bit late in January, so I might have 2 or 3 weeks to make up, so I might stick in a couple extra to get caught up, because I would really like to do one each week for the entire year. And then maybe next year we'll do something a little different. Till next time, I'm Ronnie. I work alongside Maggie and Lauren. We're Whip and Chain. If you do enjoy our videos, please come join us on Facebook under Whip, W-I-P, and Chain. And please, if you enjoyed our video, can you hit that subscribe button down at the bottom? And if you hit that bell, you'll get notified every time we do a video. Till next time, everybody, stay safe in this world and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.